Welcome to Least Political, and I'm your host, Andy Murray. I'd like to talk a little bit about that Atlanta Journal-Constitution article that everyone's talking about. But this part is good enough to isolate and just talk about by itself. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham from the great state of South Carolina testified in November 2022 before the Fulton County, Georgia special grand jury that's investigating whether Trump and others illegally meddled in the 2020 election in Georgia. Prosecutors subpoenaed Graham in July 2020 because he made some phone calls, including one to Georgia Attorney General Brad Raffensperger, who is at the top of the food chain when it comes to Georgia elections. Graham tried every legal way possible to avoid testifying. He went all the way up to the Supreme Court, citing his position as a senator and the speech and debate clause. In the end, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas rejected Graham's assertion that the speech and debate clause shielded him from questioning, especially the type of questions they wanted asked. So the argument was rejected, but it was ruled that prosecutors and grand jury members could not ask him about protective legislative related activities. Everyone was fine with that. No one cared, okay? Because that's not what they wanted to ask him for. In the end, Graham went down to Georgia and testified. Afterwards, Senator Graham's office said in a statement that he had spent just over 2 hours with the special grand jury and answered all their questions, every single one. Well, he fought hard, but in the end, apparently he was a trooper. They added that Graham felt he was treated with respect, professionalism, and courtesy. However, we have no clue what he said until the Atlanta Journal-Constitution interviewed 5 of 23 jurors who let it out of the bag, something he said, and it's a doozy. It's wonderful. One juror reminiscing about Senator Graham's testimony about former stable genius President Donald J. Trump's state of mind in the month after the 2020 election. Stable genius is one of Trump's favorite ways to describe himself. Imagine Trump is a stable genius. I digress. Graham is recalled saying, quote, he said that during that time, if someone had told Trump that aliens came down and stole Trump's ballots, that Trump would have believed it. I mean, I think Trump would have definitely used it and claimed it, but I do believe that Trump was and still is in some serious psychological harm. I mean, he just doesn't act stable at all. However, to this day, Lindsey Graham is backing that stable genius. Wasn't that worth its own video? Love it. Please subscribe, like, ring the bell for notifications of future videos. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. My goal is to get 10 followers in my, oh my gosh, did I just say ... I do a lot of dictation. My goal is to get someone to see this that doesn't know me and aren't related to me. Anyway, bye-bye.